Disco X on the line, just as I suspected. No one really gets over me. I'm unaffected. Why would you try to ever put me second? You're just another groupie to me. No, I'm out here single, and I need some real. Now I got standards, if I fuck, I fail. I'm out here single, tell me what's the deal. Now I got standards, give a fuck, I fail.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? Happy Friday! It is the All Sauce team. Excited to have you with us right here on the Betting News Network. Stoked to have you guys kicking off the weekend with us. That is V-Sauce, who just smacked about 3 sniffs of smelling salts behind the scenes. That's just Sook. My name is Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys with us. Do rock and roll. How we doing, boys?
Oh, good,
Doing
boys.
good.
So good. It's Friday. The vibes are high. Cheers, boys.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Chin chin. As you guys know, this was a personal request of Sauceman and Just Suck that we have a fourth horseman with us today, chat, and he is he's right there. So,
What's going on? Cheers.
he's working hard.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Vsauce said we need a Shaggy Betts in the background, drinking an Ultra to kick off the weekend. So no free ads. Sponsored by non-Michelob Ultra, but hey, send us a message if you want to sponsor us.
But hey, sponsor us.
Get the
I mean,
sponsor.
he sent us all a case, Michelob. Nobody would be mad.
Nobody would be mad about it. That's what I heard. There you go.
Question for you boys, and I'm sure we've talked about this before, but what's your favorite beer?
Oh, style of beer. Shockingly, I know this is going to be a big surprise to you guys, but I'm a big IPA guy. But Shags asked me when we got here, like, what kind of beer do you like? And he was like, you can't say like all beer. And I was like, I mean, all cold beer? Like,
yeah, like cold beer. That's. But I would say if I had to pick one, Heineken, I would say is like my most go-to and like one of my favorites. Like if I'm thinking about how often I drink it.
nice.
Yo, there's like the only beer I would always say all beer until I had some German beer, and maybe someone from chat knows what this is, but it's like a specific type. Maybe it's not German, but it's like,
Is it a Hefeweizen?
maybe something.
The
And it's just
Pilsner?
not a Pilsner. It has like a very weird,
A Dunkel?
tangy, almost fruity taste. I want to say it
It's
starts
probably a
with
Hefeweizen.
W. A
It's probably,
Hefeweizen?
it's probably a Hefeweizen, yeah. Those are
Hefeweizen?
like Hefeweizen. You have to say it like that when you say Hefeweizen.
Feels wrong.
Delicious. I loved drinking Hefeweizens in Germany. Slap. They were my favorite go-to as well. So, you know, it sounds like what you're describing too. So that makes sense. Works
Yeah,
out.
but that's why you can't say all beers, because there's always that one that will hit your palate wrong.
We're going to Prindy. So go ahead and get the Casa Amigos out, because we're gonna be talking about it. So it's Friday. Get the vibes up, and we're gonna be discussing. As you guys can see, happy hour out there. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here on the Betting News Network, brought to you by our sponsors at Bet Online. We're going to talk about so much to bet today in the Wnba playoffs, in NFL Week 4. We're going to talk about some NBA news. We're going to give you guys the vibes. We're going to give you guys a early Sauce team sweaty parlay to get you ready to rock and roll for the early game. Ooh, cross the border in Ireland. We're going to go over to the Irish Isles to get you ready for the game. Jordan Poole, 30 points, is not going to be scored on Friday.
Jordan Poole, but
Jordan Poole.
Instead of having a row, I'm here for me punishment.
Oh,
Could you imagine the Snapchat we would get, the Snapchat play we get if Jordan Poole ever played in Ireland? Man.
Holy fucking shit. I haven't done a Snapchat play in a minute. I'm going to have to do one for this game.
You might have to do one in an Irish accent. Bring out that bad boy. Get that back in the roster.
Hey, if the bet misses that I put out for the game, then I'll do the accent and I'll do 2 Irish car bombs again.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, they do, Jay Musey. Yes, they do. Don't ask me how I know or why, but yes, they do. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna cook an SGP for the game across the waters in Ireland. That is going on Sunday morning. So football all day Sunday, boys. Like literally, wake up, open the peepers, hangover smacks you in the face. You can turn on the TV, get the vibes moving, watching that game, and then you can watch us for 2 hours on Gridiron Gang. So.
Well, you watch
What
both
else?
at the same time.
Yeah.
Porque lo nos dos, eh? Porque lo
Slick
nos
also
dos.
had the great idea of cooking up a parlay today for that game that we can all sweat during the show. So,
And Eschipa.
Sigaba. We'll find out if that even has any life because the game kicks off at 7:30 my time. 8:30 my time is when the show starts. So it'll be near halftime or halftime, and we'll find out if it has any life at all.
Isn't it fun? I have a couple thoughts for some legs. We'll get there at the end of the show. But we'll see. Chat, thanks for being here. As always, thanks for watching us on YouTube, on Twitch, or on X, wherever you guys are watching this. Not live on Kick. Yeah, exactly. A Sigapa. That's Sook's new name for SGPs. Can you, when you make your next, when you make the Snapchat video for this SGP, because now that has been added to your requirements that you must do before Sunday, is make a Snapchat video of this SGP. You have to say Sigapa, and you have to do it in an Irish accent and say Jordan Poole.
Oh my god!
I'm so confused. You got it, Sook. You can do it.
But he's like, this is too many steps. I need like 2 steps, and that's it.
Nah,
The play button.
I'll be writing it down, Sook.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, vibes are high. Thanks for being here to finish off your week, to get you ready for your weekend. Where do you guys want to start? Do you want to go straight into? I know the schedule says WNBA. Do you want to get the WNBA bets rocking and rolling before we have some fun for the rest of the show, or what do we want to do?
Yeah, let's get that going. Then nobody can tell us that we're 30 minutes into the show with no bets, right? Let's get
Yeah,
'em out
because
there.
we're gonna talk a lot of nonsense in a little bit, so might as well let the beers hit and give out the bets before while we're still good.
Facts. This is also probably true. Also, Jay Measy, we hope to see you in Chicago when we're there. See you at Country Club on the 11th. You'll be sad though, because Sook won't be there. But he's sending us a special surprise to be with us.
Stop making me sad, especially because now you're bringing up Jay Measy's comment, who won the one night. It ended up just being the 3 of us and Jay Measy getting tacos at like 3 a.m.
Also, Pendy, sad too. We're sad. We're gonna miss you too, big dog. So yeah, but a lot. We'll have Chewy. We'll also have Austin flying in from LA. We'll have Fan.
I'm gonna miss seeing Austin.
Damn, Austin! I didn't know that. That's fucking sick.
He's gonna live up to his handle and be, oh damn, it's Austin.
Oh damn, it's Austin.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's okay. We love you though. At least I saw you recently. That's all that matters. He's so uncomfortable now, B.
I know. The FOMO just hit him live on screen. This is not good.
The FOMO is there. The FOMO is there.
Oh damn, he's hungover on Sunday. Yeah, let's go,
Oh my
Jamie.
God.
Appreciate you guys. All right, we'll do
You guys,
WNBA
wait,
then.
Before we
Yeah.
move on,
Mhm.
you guys gotta promise me you will get bottle service somewhere, and I gotta see a sign when the girls come out, and it's gotta say like, "You came for the winners, you stayed for the vibes." Betting news. You gotta promise me.
Unless you come, no.
Come, Sook, and I promise you will do that.
If you're there, I will guarantee that happens.
If I hit
Right.
something hilarious, and then I'll show up. Then you have to.
I
Then
just said on camera.
It's
You are-
found money.
Exactly. It would be funded.
I love you so much, Prendy. It's not. It's just like
This is a long story, chat.
it's a climate thing. It's a climate thing.
It's the climate. It's the climate. Yeah. Well, we're excited to have a lot of you guys kick it with us. We're just messing around with Sook. We're gonna miss him dearly. But guess what? This guy will be there. Just like that.
Okay.
Just like that.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you gonna sit there the whole time? You don't have to if you don't want.
No, I was gonna get out of there in a second.
Okay. His last moment.
I'm trying to focus, but I've also got you going on. So.
It's very distracting. Are you saying that we're entertaining? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm trying to lab tomorrow's EPL, and I can't focus because you guys are drawing all my attention.
Hi. Hello, Chiu. Yes, we are going to talk about the NBA. Yes,
mhm.
indeed. We'll get there. Let's talk about the WNBA to start us off, though. Any more chatter before we get into it?
No more chatter. Maybe just everybody that's gonna go to Chicago, give Shaggy a hug because he's exactly how he seems on stream. He is a warm guy, and
He's a
it's very weird to see SPJ streaming from his spot.
Dude, I
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you do.
Does not compute.
It's very strange. It was funny today because he had his show Up Your Units, and then I had Up Any Given Wager directly after it, and like we had to do the transition, and so it was very interesting to like flip flop between the two, and it's very weird being surrounded by this much Chiefs lore as well. There's just so much Chiefs things around me.
Hey, you can be a Chiefs fan, then you can cheer for a good team.
The beers are hitting. Need a nice long sip after that.
That hurt.
Hey,
That hurt.
at least the pride of Medicine Hat, Alberta is like legit a fantasy steal and a good guy to bet on. Like all the fucking week through 3 weeks, he's been great.
That's not gonna
Still mad.
It's like when you dig a hole and then you like try to tell somebody like it's not that deep. It ain't that deep. It's okay.
It's pretty deep. Wasn't Sneed the guy that was on? Isn't he on the Titans? And he said that random.
He can't talk about the Titans. He can't do it. He can't.
I did. You guys can give me credit. I did talk about the Titans earlier today, and I want to fade them real bad. Before we do WNBA, then let's chat about this because we're probably not going to talk about the Titans and the Texans until this weekend. What do you guys think about that game? Do you have this Texans 7.5 point? Actually, I'll bring up the graphic since we can do that before we talk about the active games tonight that we're going to discuss. Let me just whip it real quick. I want to get V's thoughts on this. Well, both of you guys, obviously, and we're going to talk about it on Sunday pretty extensively. Titans +7. I think it's +7.5 in certain places. Over under 38.5. Am I crazy to want to just fade the ever-loving fuck out of my team? Like, I want to take the Texans so bad. It's a win-win, really, because if the Texans cover, like, great, I win money. And if the Titans cover/win, then although they would probably win, they would probably like lose by 3, and then I would just be doubly sad, right?
Yep. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Karmically, that's the only thing that ever happens when you fade your own team. It's never worth the fucking unit, the 2 units, whatever the hell it is. Sorry, my cat was like literally feeding at the wires. But this is a situation where I think that this Titans team is bad. The offense looks bad. The coaching is bad. But on the Texans side, it's not any better, in my opinion. The defense is like good, yes, but they have done everything they can do to help their team win games. And there's just not a world that I see the Texans like kind of handling business in a divisional game. Yes, everything points to them coming in and kind of punching like some teeth in, but this is a team that has 4 red zone trips in 3 weeks. 4 red zone trips. None of those have been converted into touchdowns, boys. Like, they are the worst offense in the league. They're averaging 12.6 points per game. It's not by accident. They have no receivers. The running game is basically inadequate. Don't do it, SPJ. It's not even worth the unit if you make it. It's just going to feel dirty.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. But, like, it is one of those situations where I don't want to take the Titans again to cover because they have the last 2 weeks just looked like that was the worst wager of all time. And they'll probably, if I put the money on the Titans +7, the Texans will win by 10+, and they'll look like a fucking top 5 offense in the NFL for sure, 100%. However, like you said, Sook, which I was being a little bit dramatic, but yes, L'Jarius Sneed decided to be a ginormous bozo and claim he doesn't know who Nico Collins is, which is why I bet Nico Collins over 69.5 receiving yards. Because why would you poke the bear of the best player on the other team? Like, why would you do that? Like, are you dumb? What are we doing?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. This is a divisional opponent. You see this guy twice a year. You fucking know who he is, man. What are we doing here? I don't know why people think that this is a brag. Are you not watching film? You fucking idiot.
It was him trying to be like big dog moment, which I get. You got paid like a top corner in the NFL, and like you're trying to kind of insert some dogness in your team, but like then you got to be a big dog.
But that's like this is like going to derail us a little bit, but like that makes me mad about guys that are making a large amount of money on bad teams. Like the cap is it's a handcuff for a lot of teams. And for a team like the Titans that are trying to get better, you're paying a defensive guy a lot of money. A lot of money. If he's doing that, he needs to be conducive to building a very good culture, because then you're going to be paying him all this money for what? It's not going to result in wins, because on the offensive side of the football, you're still developing, you're rebuilding, you're still figuring out what you have with all of these guys. So then if the top paid defensive guy is just being a bozo, I would legit be like, yo, come on, dude. This is not why we're paying you this money. But I guess that's a talk for another day.
I mean, we can kind of rope that into the NBA conversation, which we're going to have in a little bit of like, there's a lot of guys that are making on max deals, making a lot of money that have either not played. Yeah. We're going to, I mean, you know, I just completely lost who I was going to talk about. Zion, we're going to talk about him in a second. That's, you know, part of this conversation too. But you can't, this is the thing about when these guys get these massive contracts, regardless of the sport, you can't assume, because you don't know what's going to happen. You can't retroactively go, oh, that was a bad contract, because like at that moment in time, that is the evaluation of what the player is going to earn. And so it's more about the market, right? Like L'Jarius Sneed, when the Titans signed him, was one of the best corners available in the market. And so he got that type of money. Unfortunately, he's been injury prone since then and hasn't played a lot, and he hasn't been super effective when he's been out there. So hasn't earned it. But like to get the player, you got to pay the price of admission kind of deal, you know? So like you can't really antiquate it like that, or like you can't put it like that, because you don't know what's going to happen retroactively. I don't know. I'm trying to paint
But then it's even crazier that dude's been injured and he's still talking smack.
But for sure, he's been all right to start the season. But like, why would you're 0-3? Like, just go out there and play like a dog. And like, yeah, then if Nico Collins has a bad game, then if someone asks you afterwards, then you can go, who? Fine, I'm cool with that. But like, that's
why I liked DK's answer when they were like, oh, what are you going to do in Dublin? And he said, I'm getting on a plane. I'm getting off a plane. I'm going to the arena. I'm playing football. And then I'm getting back on a plane. He's like, I will see Dublin from my drives. I'm here to play football. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I completely agree. We saw JC Horn too kind of handle a similar situation with I don't know if you guys caught it on the sideline, but he had Drake London in handcuffs the entire game last week. They shut the entire Atlanta Falcons down 30-0, and they didn't even register a red zone trip in that game, boys. That's how bad it was. And then on the sideline, you get JC Horn. He's like, I got him in a car seat. That's what he's saying to his teammate. Yeah. I got him in a car seat. I was like, holy fuck. But it's like one of those moments where you're just like, you're riding high, coming off a big stop. Your team's up big, looking at your first win of the season. And then they ask him about that moment afterwards in the locker room. And he's like, I didn't want that to be up on camera. Like, that's not how I am. He's like, it's like the moment. He's like, 5, I respect the shit out of 5. We go to battle twice a year, every single year, talking about London and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a mutual respect to it. And again, you should be watching tape. You should know who he is.
See, that's how you do shit talk in a way that it like remains in the game. Because once you're out of the game and you're being questioned by the media, you're like giving flowers to your opponent. You're being respectful, because in the heat of the moment, like you said, V, you're gonna say some shit, because that's how you get an edge on your opponent sometimes.
Well, this is combat sports. Like any sport, like your intensity level is at the highest degree. And especially the biggest sign of respect as a competitor is to trash talk your opponent. Even if you're giving them respect, like sometimes that's how you pay them the most highest level of respect, is like you're trying to get in their head a little bit and like tell them what's up, you know? But dude, can you imagine that? You know how the corners do the seatbelt? Like that's their like thing. Could you imagine this homie walking up and like pretending like he's putting a car seat onto this motherfucker? That's diabolical. Sorry, Padge, that we belabored that point for too long. But interesting. We've kind of gotten so derailed. Since we're talking NFL, let's stay there, and then we'll go to WNBA in a little bit. Let's talk about this Falcons game. We don't have that on the docket, but I want to ask you guys about this game. No Jaden Daniels for the Commanders, right? You got the Falcons coming off that embarrassing game last week. The spread's actually moved since this graphic. I'll bring it up anyway because we talked about it earlier. But I mean, it's flip flopped. Now the Falcons are favored because there's no Debo's staring me in the face. That's why I said Debo. No Terry McLaurin and no Jaden Daniels for the Commanders. What do you guys think about this one?
This is a weird game. This is definitely a game that I'm scared to bet because, as you guys know, because they're in the division of my favorite team, I end up watching a decent amount of the Falcons. I'm always thinking that Drake London is elite. So this is not a game that I want to bet at all. But like the line has flip-flopped. So definitely this is the weirdest game, maybe of the whole week, no?
Yeah, I think it's a weird one. I think the fact that Marcus Mariota is now 3-0 with the Redskins, or with the Washington football. Sorry, holy shit, the Commanders. Damn, I went back 2 names. But anyways,
Holy.
he is 3-0 with the Commanders. He has played good. I think he's got 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think that they could get the job done even without Jaden Daniels in the lineup. I think Terry McLaurin's loss is going to be kind of tough. But I was looking at Mooney in this matchup. Darnell Mooney on the Atlanta Falcons side. The Falcons just fired their wide receiver coach. Now, it looks kind of like a scapegoat situation. I wouldn't say that the wide receivers coach is the reason that they're running pistol at a 44% rate. And that teams know exactly what's coming. Like, what are we doing? Right? Anyways, the team has not been good. The offense has looked even fucking worse. You just fired your wide receiver coach. Raheem Morris is in the press saying Kirk lost the job last year. This is Mike's job now. Like, what the fuck is going on in Atlanta? It makes no sense. But one thing he was adamant about was Mooney's usage. He's like, we're not using him properly. He had 11 targets last week. I think only fucking 6 of them were catchable. He had 4 catches, had almost 89 yards of unrealized air yards in one game. I'm going right back to him. He's been playing the majority of his snaps out wide. This is a Washington football team. Sorry, holy, I did it again. Commanders team that is terrible on the outside. And yeah, I'm just going right back to Darnell. Not right back to him. I'm going back to Darnell Mooney.
At least you didn't go to the original name again. It would have been 2 moments. That would have been as bad as Colby saying Onyeka's name wrong. So many for the WNBA show. Yeah, that's funny, Nate.
Don't worry, Shags. This is the week. Don't put him in your fucking starting lineup, though. Please don't do that.
Yeah, it depends on if you're playing him in fantasy.
My Wi-Fi hasn't been the same since that day, fam. I swear to you, it's not been the same.
It broke something. There's no lines for him still because it just got announced earlier that Jaden Daniels is going to be the starter or not going to play in this game. But Marcus Mariota in a good spot. Mariota won last week. I kind of like him to score a touchdown. Bryce Young got into the end zone last week against the Falcons. Mariota scored on the ground last week as well. I mean, Mariota used to play for the Falcons, boys. Going back to ATL, that was one of his stops.
I like that look, SPJ. I looked at it a lot, and I actually kind of thought about playing Mariota's 32.5 rush yards because I thought maybe he'll rush in for a touchdown. But the yard scared me. But what I do like, boys, and I think is a little sneaky, it's hit in 2 of the last 3 games that he's played for the Washington Commanders, is Debo Samuel's rushing yards. He had 19 in the first game, 0 in the second game, 18 in week 3. It's at 7.5 right now, boys. He just needs 1 rush to get that, maybe 2.
Yeah, I fell for this 5.5 line a couple weeks ago, and he didn't get a fucking carry. So I feel you, brother.
You were the 0 week, but that's what I'm saying.
I was the 0 week, so it makes sense. But you're going to be sweating. This is to be you the whole game, waiting for that 1 carry, or you'll get it in the first drive, and you'll be chilling. So, yeah, interesting game though. Very interesting.
It's the most interesting game. Yeah. Like, I think Mariota's line being that high compared to a guy like Kyler Murray, whose line sits at like 26.5, 28.5, kind of tells you what you need to see with this guy. He had 40 yards on the ground last week, just 200 some through the air. I think this is a situation where, like, maybe you want to get into the end zone and do a little touchdown dance in your old stadium.
With all
the injuries.
You know
I got a little moment to derail us even further if you guys are down for that.
Continue to do it.
Cheers, chat. Happy hour. Bet on our friends at Bet Online, which you guys can go scan this QR code right here. Big announcement. First of all, shout out to Austin and to Padge for winning the Summer Sippin' giveaway from the Casa Dragones tequila bottles. Announcement for you guys. If you're coming to hang out with us in Chicago, we're giving away 2 more bottles of Casa Dragones tequila on the Saturday at the giveaway at the meet and greet. So go get involved with Bet Online. They are big friends of the program, sponsor us. Obviously, go check out everything they got with the promo code BNBOL55.
Padge and Austin won? That's fucking dope.
Padge and Austin, big winners of the Casa Dragones Sip and Pack. We're giving away 2 more in Chicago. And I'm not supposed to tell you guys this, but I love you, so I will. We're going to be doing a giveaway of 2 more in the month of October in honor of Halloween.
Ooh.
Getting spooky with you guys. So we'll have some info about that very soon.
Can we do a lot of weird Halloween shit? Like, I don't want costumes one time. I want costumes like 2-3 times.
Like Adam's clown fit. Do you guys like that?
Oh,
that was fantastic too. That
was
great.
What a good sport. Actually, good sport's not even the best way to say it. That's such like a old timey way.
Oh, what a good sport.
What a good guy. He's a fuck. I'll wear it the whole time.
He literally, I said, like, you got it. You can do it for like 10 minutes. He was like, I'm gonna fuck this dude. I'm wearing it the whole show, and he did.
The whole show.
Get after it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's what the questions that I have for you guys is. At Bet Online, you guys can bet on the first coach in the NFL to be fired. Oh. Now, Danny's writing an article about this. He wrote one earlier in the year, or a couple weeks ago, but he's going to do another one since the odds have updated. Now, Mike McDaniel is still leading the pack at minus 150, boys. Brian Callahan, plus 150. Brian Daboll, plus 300. Raheem Morris from the Falcons, plus 900.
If this offense doesn't get it together, man, I don't know. Who else are you looking at? The defensive head coach is always going to be looked at like he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm just saying.
Get blanked by the fucking Panthers, dude. That's a bad look.
I think you take the chalk and you take McDaniel because he looks depressed. He looks bad. Do you guys remember when he first was hired and he was like nerdy and people were posting before and after pictures of him as the coach, head coach? Now people are posting before and after pictures before Tua's CTE and now how he looks now. I think you take the chalk. It's McDaniel. He does not want to be there. And like the Dolphins defense, he's an offensive-minded coach, but the defense is just completely derailed. They're not getting any pressure on opposing quarterbacks. That secondary is getting beaten up like they're Swiss cheesy, like SPJ likes to say. So I think you take the chalk for that one.
Callahan at plus 150 feels nice, but you lost a lot of value there, but I don't hate it. I mean, Raheem Morris at plus 900. Let me throw this to you guys. Texans 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
D'Amico Ryan's sitting at plus 2,000. Imagine they go in and lose to the Titans this week. Their schedule is tough. It does not get easier for that team. They could, if they don't win this week, they could be looking at dog days, bro.
They're gonna beat the Titans.
The only thing saving his job right now is that defense. It's it. It's that defense. But they're fucking dog shit.
I mean, bro, if they don't even compete to be in a wild card position this year, I feel like, I don't know, man. What if they lose to the Titans? I feel like things could flip pretty quickly there. And you're getting plus 2,000 right now.
I would love it if they lost to the Titans. They're very high pick this week in Survivor.
I did see that. I did. What's your V's Survivor report? What is V's Survivor report?
Well, fucking Packers let me down last week and blew one of my entries, so that sucked.
I'm glad you didn't triple dip on them last week.
Fuck. Yeah. I was too sus. I was like, there's no way. I was like, no, bad things can happen. And bad things did. This week, we've got the Chargers. We've got the Packers. And, I'm taking the Packers against the fucking Cowboys. The Packers, the Chargers, and who was the last team? Was the Lions.
Yeah, baby.
Browns.
Do you think the Browns aren't going to break everybody's heart again this week?
No, because what's going to happen is the Packers are probably going to lose on Sunday night after the Detroit wins by 40 points. And then everyone's going to talk about Detroit coming out of the NFC, and I'm going to have to stew for another week.
Okay. Let's get to some WNBA bets, and then we'll do the NBA game and the NBA news because we got to get to that. And then we'll do our Dublin parlay, boys.
Oh, no. Let's just keep having this NFL discussion to finish that, and then we can get into the dub because we're already talking about one of the games we wanted to talk about anyway.
Okay, then go on.
Is that
go
okay?
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You already made the joke at the beginning of the show that it has been 30 minutes. We haven't talked about a single wager. So let's keep that going because it's now 30
I
minutes. and we still haven't talked
we'd
about
give
it.
the people a wager, but let's go. Let's go. Continue. To
Chat,
talk
would
about
you
the
would you
Lions.
rather V talk about the Packers and the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, or would you rather me give you guys my WNBA plays? Let's let
You
chat.
want to
let-
see me crash out? You wanna
Let's
see
go
me
to the
crash
Packers and Cowboys. I want to see this guy crash out. Forget chat. I'll take the reins here.
All signs point to the Packers rolling this week, man. I don't know why I'm feeling so sus. There's just so much narrative surrounding this game. I understand Micah Parsons is making his return, but this is also a Cowboys defense that is looking to show that they can do it without him, that is looking to show people every single time that you see something about this Cowboys defense online, or whether it's media heads, it's, oh, would have been nice if they had Micah Parsons. Would have been nice. This is a Cowboys team that is going to come out fired up. This is a team that is playing at home. This is a team that is 0-6 against the Packers at AT&T Stadium. Like, there's just so much narrative around this game. There's also some good guys on the other side. The only thing is CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb probably not playing in this game makes it tough for the Dallas Cowboys, I think. But George Pickens has looked good. He's leading the team and the league actually in end zone targets this year. Dak's trying to find him on one of those big ones deep. They just haven't connected yet. I don't think it's going to happen this week. The Packers have been really good. I've seen a lot of love for Javonte Williams and his receptions, just because the Packers do rank in the top 3 in receptions allowed to, or bottom 3, I guess, depending on how you look at that, in receptions allowed to running backs. A lot of it because of the pass rush. But, man, I'm not taking a 6.5. I'm not taking shit all. I'm just going to sit there clenched all of Sunday night. That's it.
I will say our buddy Slop, I talked about it earlier, and that is his staff pick of the week. Javonte Williams over 3.5 receptions.
Let's go.
So also reminder, chat, our staff article drops tomorrow on Saturday for free, bettingnews.com. And we went 11-1 last week. I don't believe in superstition, so I'm going to keep saying it. We went 11-1 last week. We're going 12-0 tomorrow. I'm just saying. Vsauce is in shambles because he's still thinking about the Packers.
Dude, watching that game, Golden should have had a touchdown, like an easy walk-in touchdown that not only
Come on now.
would have won us the game, but would have literally cashed a touchdown parlay that I had sitting there. It was just an ugly-ass game. And as soon as this went conservative at the end there and just started running against a fucking Cleveland defense that held Derrick Henry to under 30 yards, I knew that it was cooked. I knew we were cooked. I was like, you can't play like this continuously and accept field goals in a game like this. You need somewhat of a kill shot. They didn't go for that kill shot, and they got boned in the end.
I will say, fam, we're not going to talk about this game too much, but I do like Myles Garrett for half a sack from -115 in that game.
That was insane. Did you guys see the clip of Myles Garrett? Holy
yes.
fuck. So he's on the sideline, and he's just saying this. He's like, I beat him clean off an inside break. And he's like, all you hear is the offensive lineman yelling,
Jordan,
run!
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Jordan,
Run!
run!
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't do anything but laugh, man. I just laughed.
So, and shouldn't we take Dak Prescott's like 4.5 rush yards?
Bro, he gonna get just all right. I do have a play that I like in this game. I talked about it earlier. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm going to. But I want V's thoughts on this. So in this game, we've got the Parsons angle, right? Returning, to Jerry's world. Everybody and their mother's probably going to be betting Micah Parsons for a sack. It's minus like 120, depending on where you shop. Look around, see if you can find something better than that. I'm sure V probably has it tapped in something of so far, I would imagine, right? If I know you. Yeah. What do you think about Rashawn Gary, though, for over half a sack, plus 115? Has had one in every game, 2 last week. And as I think I capped it on Thursday Night Football when they played the Commanders, which he got a sack in that game. Everybody pays attention to Garrett or to Parsons when he's out there. And Rashawn Gary is a very, very, very good pass rusher, like elite, I think he has a chance to get Prescott down. And I like the plus money. You like Gary?
I love Gary. I think this entire pass rush has been absolutely fucking elite. You can double team one guy on any given moment. You got Lucas Van Ness coming up the middle too. He's looked fantastic. Edgerrin Cooper out behind when he's coming up or playing in coverage has looked fantastic. Like Cooper's hunting for an interception. Dak's also been one of the worst QBs under pressure this season. He's given up 2 interceptions to that note. I think that this is a game where you have to come at Dak with the house. You kind of have to rush him, throw everything you've got, and Gary has been unstoppable. If you look at the way that he's not only beating these one-on-ones, he's athletic. He has great finish. Like there's no quit. He's running so far. I can't remember the exact stat, but if you're looking at just yards run on a football field, like laterally to the quarterback, he is one of the league leaders in that stat because there's absolutely no quit in this guy. If the whistle hasn't blown, he is trying to get to the fucking QB. I love this. I think at plus 115, it's a great look. The offensive line has looked sus. And like I said, they're bringing everything they can. And Micah, if anything else, I know they don't want to give up a sack to Micah. They don't want to let Micah in that backfield. They don't want to give him a shot at Dak Prescott. So I just think that that's a place where you might overcompensate a little bit, and it just frees up everybody else on that defensive line.
Makes sense. I like it. I'm glad you like it. Only half a sack we needed to. So even if he just gets a half guy, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So do you got any thoughts on SNF before we jump to the other 2 games we wanted to talk about?
I like what you're saying with that, but I will say that it's like usually defensive ends or linebackers. So I do like that look, but the other guy that I do like is Edgerrin Cooper.
Yes.
It's gonna be one. It's one of them.
His TA though, just take his TA, his tackles and assists.
Yeah,
that guy's a tackle machine, man.
Very young,
all over the place. Yeah,
I did not know he was that young, and I do like the value for Edgerrin because, like you said, Rashawn's recorded already 4. Edgerrin hasn't recorded one yet, and
he's got 4.5. He's had a sack in every game.
Gary has. Edgerrin hasn't.
Gary, sorry.
Yeah. Cooper's waiting on his first.
Yeah.
I think V will explode if we keep talking about this game. So let's move on.
I feel better about it now, though.
Do you? Oh my God. All right, let's go. Let's make Sook feel uncomfortable. Let's talk about this game. Could be the game of the week. Eagles, Buccaneers, in Tampa Bay, Battle of the Undefeateds, over under 44.
Mm-hmm.
Sook, before you talk about this game, I'll go ahead and make you feel really good. I have 2 bets in this game. First one, ride your boys. Give me the Bucks plus the 3.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like them. I think they cover, possibly win outright. Favorite play though, Baker Boy, 17.5 rushing yards. No clue why this is 17.5. He's had 40, 30 plus in the first 3 games of the season.
Mm-hmm.
The only player that against the Eagles so far this year that is actually a scrambling quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. He had over 60 yards on the ground against the Eagles. I think Baker's going to be scrambling, be running around. He's not going to have Mike Evans for those easy routes that he likes to throw to in those situations. Why not? But I do like the Bucks. I think they cover, possibly win outright. Now the floor is yours as your squad. What do you like?
I love that. Yeah, so Baker's a bit, I think it's his elbow or his bicep, but I don't think it matters. He's going to play in this game. I think the bigger issue here is the books are kind of keeping lines a little scary here because we do not know if Godwin and Wirfs, the offensive lineman, Baker's boy, the guy that protects him, if he's going to play. They're all beat up. Ibuka is also beat up. He might not play. He's limited. So the Bucks have been beat up, but they've been beat up all 3 weeks this season, and they are still 3-0. Fire the cannons, boys. I love this rushing play from you. He hasn't played the Eagles since the 2023 when he won that divisional game in the NFC. He had 16 rush yards in that game. So the 17.5 is definitely doable. And I do think that with the offensive line being so beat up, we're playing practice squad guys in some places. I do think that Baker knows how to get up in between the middle and be successful in that way. I love that. But I do think that also we're going to have to be sneaky in this game this week, boys. I do think that Godwin is coming back from that horrific injury. We might have to target Sterling Shepard again. We took him for the touchdown last week, did not end up getting into the end zone, but he had a healthy amount of targets, good yardage. And beyond that, if we do see injury to the rookie Ibuka, I think we do go with Tez Johnson, the very athletic kid that in preseason. I don't know if you guys saw, he scored a touchdown and did his best Livy Dunn, Simone Biles impression in the end zone.
Speaking of Livy Dunn, did you guys see the picture of her with her arms up?
Do you guys see the quote tweets that came with it? Diabolical. People are.
I
on
have not
edge.
seen this. I have
Did
not
you guys,
seen
you
this.
guys sniff your phone? No, just me. Okay.
Somebody's like, I sniffed the SIM card through my phone. I fucking died. Holy fuck. That was insane.
Oh man, Chewy, you know you bookmarked it.
Chewy,
Don't even lie.
100%.
You
Like,
bookmarked it.
Bro,
bookmark.
if you've got Chewy saying, bro, we know SPJ is on one today.
Online.
just-
Get this
I-
man
I- You sent me to Kansas City and crazy things happen. I have no bookmarks. Yeah, short you. You got mental bookmarks. Sauceman, what do you think about this game?
I think this game's going to be interesting. I think the offensive line problems are the biggest things here for the Bucks. Like, yeah, they got a lot of injuries, but they've always done it with everybody or next man up kind of mentality. But like I said, the offensive line, hopefully Wirfs plays. I think he's looking like he's on track to play this week. But like Slick said, the offensive line's been decimated. They already didn't look that great over the last 2 weeks. This Eagles team has got a great pass rush. I do think, though, that in the secondary is where they can find a little bit of like that. I'm on Baker's pass yards this week, just because, like I said, I think Adoree Jackson and Quinyon Mitchell on the outside just don't present a good matchup. I think Wnba is going to end up playing in this game, and I think that he's got some weapons. I couldn't really decide who I wanted to land on. I was like, it's Baker time. They're going to be maybe down, like looking at the spread, it's a 3.5 point spread at home. If you're playing from behind, you put Baker, put the ball in his hands. I really like it. And I also think the line at 219.5 is very, very low.
Hey, V, just because you like the yardage, I would also say that maybe if you want to, just take the attempts. Baker's going to have to sling it. He's definitely going to, like you're saying, the Eagles defense is very good. They're very good in the secondary and up front. But to kind of stave off that pressure, he's going to have to get the ball out quick so that they know the blitzes maybe aren't going to have the opportunity to sack the guy. So I do like his attempts. Maybe we do like a whole Baker parlay at some point, boys, where we just take like Baker's attempts with his rush yards with the Bucks money line.
I like it.
We're baking. We're baking. We're baking.
We're baking.
Oh, we're baking.
I do also like Jalen Hurts rushing yards on the other side of that one. I think this is a matchup where the Bucks have gotten the best of the Eagles. If you go looking at the playoffs, I think Jalen Hurts is 1-4 against the Bucks, including the playoffs. He's got losses to both Tom Brady and Baker Mayfield in the postseason. This is one of those matchups where, in my opinion, you're both 3-0. You're both teams that have looked and been talked about to compete in the NFC or come out of the NFC even. I think this is a situation where this has been circled. This is a litmus test for this Eagles team. And despite being beat up, there's no excuses in football, right? There's no excuses. So the Eagles aren't going to take their foot off the gas. And I think this is a situation where he's done it with his legs. We saw what he's capable of doing with his arms last week, but this is a line he's hit in 2 of his 3 games this week or this year. I think it's another situation where they're kind of forgetting about Jalen Hurts and his ability to rush. And if you get these wide receivers looking in space, you get everyone turned around for even a split second, Hurts is gone for at least 10 to 12 yards.
Especially because we just lost Kalijah Cansey to the pectoral tear. And yeah, V, he is 1-2, so this is definitely circled on their calendar. But the one thing that does, and guys, don't listen to me. I'm literally wearing the hat. On Sundays, I'm going to be wearing the quarter zip. But like for me, the Bucks, they were beat up from training camp. Wirfs had his surgery before. He didn't even have a training camp. Sure, Godwin's been working himself in, but we just went on the road and went 2-0 on the road and then won our home opener in the creamsicle jerseys. I do think that like last year we floundered in the playoffs. I do think that the Bucks believe that they're Super Bowl contenders. And just like how the Eagles have this marked on their calendar, circled, whatever, I do think that Baker and the Bucks definitely know that if they are going to be Super Bowl contenders, if they're going to build their confidence, it starts with this game right here.
Sauceman, I'll have to text you. I just realized what we can get Sook for Christmas. Just figured it out. Crazy Pellet's been sharp with it. Is on the other side. That's fair. Also, shout out Crazy Pellet. I said this earlier, boys, but Crazy Pellet's on day 4 of his own ladder challenge that he's been doing.
Oh,
Started off with Slop, and now Crazy Pellet's on day 4. He's got a couple WNBA plays in there. We'll get to that in a minute. So shout out
sending
KP.
vibes.
Hell yeah.
Sending vibes. Well done, KP. See, chat, you guys are smarter than us like 90% of the time, but you guys hang out for the vibes, which we love.
95.
96.9 most of the time. Yep. All right, last game I want to talk about, and then we'll talk about the dub. And then we'll talk NBA. We're going over today, boys. If you guys didn't realize, we're going a little long. I'm getting you guys warmed up for when we're in NBA, and this show is going to push like 2 hours.
Oh, when the sauce is over 2 hours, that's when you know it's hitting.
That's when you know the NBA is back, baby. This game, can't wait. Rams,
side piece.
Colts. Oh, my sexy little side piece went down in the dumps last week. 3.5-point favorites. They are at home, though, against the Colts, coming across the country to take on the Rams. Should be a battle of undefeateds, but the Rams, obviously, as you guys know, with one of the worst beats in all of gambling history last week, as they lost, didn't cover, and ended up losing to the Eagles. Over under 49.5. I'll keep it short and sweet. One of my favorite plays this week, gave me the Rams, minus 3.5. I think they win this game. I think they win this game by a touchdown. I don't really care if it feels kind of chalky at this point, but this is the first test that the Colts have actually had, in my opinion. They've played some pretty subpar opponents, questionably terrible opponents on the offensive end, especially. This Rams offense is top 10, maybe top 5 in the NFL. I think that they might give the Colts problems. Now, I think that this is a true test also if we find out if the Colts are legit this week, though, boys. And I'm interested to find out if that's a thing. Because if it is, then we have to start taking this team completely different and completely. Because Jonathan Taylor has been incredible. Daniel Jones has been, he's looking like what Baker has done in Tampa Bay and what Sam Darnold did last year for the Vikings. And maybe that just continues all season long. But this will be a big test for this team. I like the Rams, though. I think at home, I know Devontae's been a little questionable. I think that he's going to play, so that helps. Puka's been spectacular. And I think that the Rams are the A side here. So I got the Rams at minus 3.5. If you want to take out the hook and take the 3 with some juice, that's fine too. But I think they win this game by a touchdown. What do you guys think about this game?
I can get behind that. The Rams defense has room to grow. They've been good. They don't give up a lot of total yardage, but they are outside of the top 10 on the rush. So I do think it's the same thing that I said about the Seahawks the other day. They were very good in their secondary, but you knew that front line was going to get it together with the sacks. So I do think that the Rams have another level to go. So I do like this play, SPJ, because I don't know. I'm not a big believer in the Colts and Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones.
I don't know, man. I know.
Are you taking the Colts plus 3.5?
I'm not taking anything until Sunday. I need to see splits on Sunday because I did that last week and it burnt me. But I am saying that the 3.5, the half, the hook, it makes me feel a little bit weird in this situation. I think the Colts, we can say whatever we want, but we saw the resurgence last year with Sam Darnold. And now, not even just last year, but coming into this year, he's 17-4 since he started with the Minnesota Vikings. Daniel Jones looks like a completely different player. And I don't know if all the credit should go to Kevin O'Connell or whatever his name is. I think that Jones is for real. He's being kept clean in the pocket. He's faced the least amount of pressures of all starting QBs this year. And he's never played behind a competent offensive line in New York. For the first time in his career, he's got weapons. He's got time behind the line of scrimmage and a running game that is more than capable of taking the pressure off him and opening up play action down the field. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take that side, but I do have a touchdown that I did bet in this game. And
all right,
it's chalk. I'll say it again. It's Devontae Adams. Boys, he's seeing a 47% target share in the red zone. It's plus 125 this week. Not just that, but he is absolutely cooked Travarius Ward. Absolutely cooked him in this matchup. He's seeing a 35% target rate when going up in this matchup, and it's because he's cooking this guy. On the other side, it's Xavier Howard. He's rated 96 out of 99 cornerbacks this year in total coverage grade. He looks terrible. I think he's been targeted 12 times, given up 9 catches, 2 touchdowns. He's just been so bad. I think Matt Stafford is targeting the shit out of this guy. Last week, he saw a shit ton of targets, but not catchable. 50% of his targets have been catchable, boys. That is terrible, especially when you look at Puka, who has seen an 83% catchable target rate. This has to fix itself. And I think a lot of it is because a lot of these plays are coming down near the red zone. He also leads the league in red zone target share, like just the entire league in end zone targets. Meaning Darnold's not just Stafford's not just looking at him in the red zone. He's looking at him in the end zone from deep. But yeah, names today here.
Now
after all that, you're taking the fucking Colts.
I know.
Just roasted their secondary.
I haven't bet any sides yet.
Everything.
No sides.
He just said Sam Darnold's name twice, and that game was yesterday. Boys, I do think, and you don't have to comment on this because we're gonna go way, way over then. But I do think that there's a chance that the Legion of Boom is having a 2.0 version kind of emerge. They have 6 interceptions, that's tied for first or tied for second, I think. They have 12 sacks, that's tied for first. They have not given up a rushing touchdown. They're also number 1 in solo tackles and I think second in assisted tackles. This team is looking very good, and that's not even mentioning that offense.
I like him too, man. I think Darnold looks very comfy. JSN is a problem. I don't know why they didn't target him in the first half. That was weird. But, I mean, when they needed a big play and when they needed something big, Darnold was on it and JSN was on it. And they walked away with a dub yesterday, which is a game they could have ended up pissing away. But it's going to be a crazy division. The Niners are still at the top, undefeated, getting Purdy back. You're missing Bosa for the rest of the season. Kittle's going to come back, though, too. We'll see what happens there. I mean, the Rams, we just talked about them. And even though the Cardinals lost last night, they're 2-2. So, like, they're still in the mix. It's going to be a wild, wild west, pun intended.
I love everything I'm seeing from the Seahawks, man. I think that defense, Tariq Woolen was their best cornerback last season, and he's been their worst cornerback this year. Not to say he hasn't been all right, but to say that's how much the rest of the defense has stepped up. Kobe Bryant looks fantastic. Joby looks fantastic. This is a defense full of stars, Sook, and I think it was a great thing that you pulled during the offseason saying this is a team that didn't want to draft that much on defense. They were good. They were happy. They stayed pat. And it's showing why they did early on this season. Well,
since I brought it up, I thought we were going to get to it faster, but then we had a nice discussion about the NFC West. Chat, or Brawley, what's up, Brawley? What's up, dude? Chat kind of helped you a little bit. I think we maybe all agree, but would you start Jordan Mason or Omarion Hampton? First full start for Hampton. Jordan Mason across the pond against that not very good Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Who are you guys taking? Non-PPR.
I'd just go Hampton because I hate the overseas games.
The overseas games sometimes get a little bit weird. Plus, Mason saw a lot of work last week. This is a situation where Hampton's going up against a Giants team where they really should just kind of blow the doors off of them in a sense. So he might see a lot of workload later in the game too.
They might be trying to get at Herbert, so Hampton might have a little bit of extra opportunities.
Brawley, I hate to say it, brother, but unfortunately, you're going to have to make both are probably good options, and unfortunately, you might pick one and the other one goes off. It might be one of those deals. You guys know you have that situation where you look at both guys and go, I want to play both of them, but
it's got to be Broly, right? Not Brawly, Broly, like a Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
Broly, like Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Well,
I will also say this: that's a great problem to have. Hampton or Mason.
And you've already got Kyron and Cook, so I mean you're chilling.
It's a good team.
You want to trade, big dog? I need some RBs in one of my leagues. Also, honestly, real quick, Sook, shows how much of a nerd I'm not in the Dragon Ball Z land, and the fact I did not know what that is. But the word for umbrella in England is Brawly, so that's why I thought that we were talking about.
Wait! You've never seen Dragon Ball Z?
A bit of it, not enough to know who Broly is.
All right. Interesting.
I'm disappointing you.
So when Chef Razi is dripped out in Vegeta shit, you're just like, oh, that's just
I know. I'm trying to think of a good example. I know the basics. I've seen enough of Dragon Ball Z to be frisky, but I will fail any trivia of Dragon Ball Z because I ain't knowing that shit.
Okay. Interesting.
I know who Goku is.
I was gonna say,
you know the main character?
I know who Goku is.
Do you know who?
And I know who Piccolo. Yes, I know who Frieza is.
I know who
Piccolo is. Yes.
Okay,
many
guys, we
androids
need to
are
get
there?
back to the fucking show. Okay, this is not Dragon Ball Z trivia night.
If he's getting us back on track, chat, we're screwed.
Go.
Thank you, Twansky. I appreciate you. Yeah, big Pokemon guy here. I don't think we can get derailed any further, boys.
No.
Do we want to do WNBA plays now and then into the NBA to finish off the show before we cook the SGP, or do you want to do NBA now? What do you guys want to do?
I'll let you guys pick.
Let's go W.
This is a W. It's a W.
Uh,
All right. Here's some bets. If you guys want to bet on some sports this evening, obviously college football is happening, baseball's happening, but let's go with the WNBA. 2 huge game 3s tonight, boys, as we are tied in both of these series as we have entered into the semifinal rounds of the WNBA playoffs. The Indiana Fever are at home taking on the Las Vegas Aces. The Aces got the job done in game 2 to get back 1-1. So we are in Indiana in Gainbridge Fieldhouse for game 3. Now, I don't really know how I feel about a side in this game. 4.5 points / 3.5 points, depending on when you book this, towards the Aces on the road. Fever looked great in game 1. Kind of expected the Aces to come out and give them the business in game 2. And now we got a whole new ballgame. Gainbridge Fieldhouse on a Friday night. Shout out Kate on TikTok. She put a little TikTok out for this game too. She talked about this as well. It's going to be a pretty wild environment. We saw it a lot with the Fever with the Pacers throughout the NBA playoffs. Same building. No Caitlin Clark, but still they're going to pack that place.
mm-hmm.
Nice and chalky to start us off. 2 props for me in this game. Give me Asia over 35.5 points and rebounds. She has had a couple bad games to start this series, and I mean bad. Last game she had 25-9, and then the first game she had 16-13. But for her, that's fairly pedestrian. However, I'm going straight back to the GOAT. 35.5 points and rebounds. I think that she has 25 to 30. Her points line is 25.5, which she hasn't gotten over in this series so far. I think she has a chance to hit the glass hard and score a lot of points in this game. So I like Asia Wilson, a little chalky, 35.5 points and rebounds. The second one, though, might be my favorite. And this is why I kind of lean with the Fever to cover in this game. Kelsey Mitchell, 20-plus points, -120. Other best player on the other team. So you can call that chalky too. But she came off a really bad shooting night in the second game after that explosion in game 1 with 34 points. She went 4-14, boys, which is kind of the reason why they didn't really stick around in that game. She was very aggressive, just didn't quite have it from deep and didn't quite have it offensively in total. And it ended up kind of playing out as you think it would. Going with the bounce back angle here, though, boys. She's still going to take 14 to 16 to 20 shots probably at home. She plays way better at home as well. The place is going to be rocking. I bet I'm going to look up after the first quarter in this game, and she's probably going to have 10 points because she likes to get going early at home. 20-plus feels very comfortable. I don't hate the ladder for Kelsey Mitchell as well. So I like Kelsey. I like Asia. Kind of like the Fever to cover. Not going to bet it, but there's some other good angles in this game. Crazy Pellet, I think, just dropped one. He's been texting me about this all day. Chef also likes Sims points on the revenge angle. I went chalk. There's a lot of other plays. Aaliyah Boston's in a good spot, too, with her RA. But we don't have time to lab this super deeply. Did you guys have any plays in this game that you wanted to discuss before we move on to the second game?
No.
Go to muted.
So muted.
We almost got the full hour.
Boys.
I love you for that, though.
Is he mute himself again? No.
You muted yourself again after you remuted.
Did my head did. Damn it!
You know what that's like? That is like you hitting. That's like a 1.5 3-point line hitting on back-to-back possessions right there. You just cast your own 1.5 microphone mute line in about 30 seconds on back-to-back possessions.
100%.
Right before the hour fucking finished, too. Come on, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, on brand.
All right. We got to move on to this.
You never give up on your bets, Pat.
Second game on the docket. Phoenix Mercury, similar situation, or awesome in game 2. Took away a game in game 2 against the Lynx. Won that game. I kind of like them to cover in that one. Had the 7.5 points, and they won it outright. We're getting a similar situation here as this series swings to Phoenix. Let me look what the live spread is real quick before I drop a couple props that I have in this game. 3.5 points are the Mercury at home here against the Fisher Collier and the Minnesota Lynx.
Dogs.
Yeah, 2 doggies. One of them, I don't know which one, shall bark tonight. I cannot decide which one, but one shall bark. Maybe both. We'll see. But I'm going to take a couple. The first one, again, and I hate to be chalky in these situations, but we talk about it in the NBA playoffs, boys. What do you do in these series when the games matter the most?
Go to your goats.
Go to your goats, man. Go to your goats. Go to the ones that got you there. I'm taking Alyssa Thomas again. 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. She was awesome last game. She was the reason that they ended up winning that game. She almost got a triple-double. She had 13 assists. She was aggressive down the lane toward the end of that game. I think that they're going to do the same thing again at home. I really like the 32.5. Kalia Copper's due for a bounce-back game, as chat's kind of talking about. Satu was really good last game as well. I think the assists are live. I feel like that her PRA should smack. Her RA is a good play too. She sometimes just struggles to score, but she's been so aggressive. I just can't even. Appreciate you, Broly.
There you go. There you go.
Second one. I really like the plays chat's dropping. So if you guys want to tell some people in the chat, get involved. I put out a parlay. I labbed this game, all this stuff pretty extensively, and I put out a little lotto if you want to tail that too. But I'm going with Satu over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Now, I love Satu. Better points a lot this season. She had a great game last game, but her rebounding has been fantastic against this team. And the Lynx, for some reason, struggle on the glass against Satu Sabli. She's hit her rebounding prop in 6 straight games against them. She's hit her RA against them in 5 straight games. I took the RA just because I wanted to rope in the tiny bit of the assist angle. I also got a better number than the rebounding line. It was a little juiced when I was looking at it. So I just think that Satu's going to hit the glass again. I'm expecting a fairly close game so that she should play substantial minutes. Hit the glass, a couple passes out to Kalia Copper, maybe Sammy Watkins. Wow, switching sports. I just forgot the white girl that comes off the bench. What is her name? Sammy. I'm just gonna call her Sammy. Sammy shooting some threes. Satu getting a little dish out. I like the 8.5 RA for Satu. Don't hate the PRA if you want to go that route too, but I wanted to take a list of Thomas.
Is Sammy Watkins on the Chiefs?
Sammy Watkins is a player in the NFL.
Not anymore.
Okay,
Sammy Whitcomb. Thank you, Whitcomb.
I was gonna say the Chiefs thing is like seeping into your brain from being in Kansas.
I feel like fucking Venom. It's like starting to
just get all over you.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are my props. I posted a couple more on the timeline if you want to go tail some of those on that lotto and things like that. But those are the 4 straights that I have. And again, I think one of the dogs barks. Don't know which one. We should have some good games in the dub tonight. Should be fun on a Friday night.
100%.
Inzi wrote about the first game in the Aces and the Fever. And then our dog Eddie wrote about the Phoenix and the Lynx game at bettingnews.com. If you want to go read their analysis, both of them have plays in those as well. If you want to get involved with what they have to say about those games. Bing, bong, bang.
Boom.
Boom. I will. He's not behind me anymore, but I'll run after the show and tell him to respond. Okay. Anything else from the dub you guys want to mention? Chat went crazy for the dub. You know what I love? I love that the chat loves the WNBA.
What does Pajo always say?
Dub for the dub, man. I feel like that we've actually helped them love the dub. You know?
Yeah, for sure. You and Kate and NZ and Eddie 100% have. I got really toxic with it. I got incredibly toxic with it. I'm not even on the show anymore.
That's true. It's so clearly bowed out of the show because he hated the lady so much. You sexist man.
God.
I'm just kidding.
He hated betting the ladies.
I'm kidding.
I loved betting Unrivaled. January 5th, it starts again. Alicia Gray joined the leagues. A few others joined the league. It's going to be dope. If you love the dub, you will love Unrivaled. You will absolutely love the crap out of it. I've been begging these two guys to watch Big 3 for 2 years. They haven't yet, but I'll get them next year.
Mike, something about Michael Beasley just like makes me want to like chop my foot off. Like I just can't, dude.
He's misunderstood. He's so lost. He literally talks about it now, how like before Pat Riley used to keep him next to his hip, and he used to always think of it as like, oh, I'm the kid getting in trouble with the principal. And he was like, no, he was treating me like a dad and a son, and I was his favorite son, and he just wanted to keep me next to him. And Michael Beasley says his entire career was a complete fuck up on his part, but now he's absolutely dominating and winning championships, being in the MVP in the Big 3. It's obviously not the top of basketball, but it's a cool story still.
I have to tune in this year. I don't know, but I need to know where to watch it. That's the thing for me.
TNT on the weekends. Saturdays and Sundays every week they travel to a different city and they play.
You know what I can tell you though?
Huh?
We're about 2 weeks away from NBA preseason, and we're about 3.5 weeks-ish away from the NBA regular season, boys.
We are.
So chat, drop a dub if you're excited about the NBA coming back very soon.
Yeah.
Let's
before we do this SGP, you guys want to run through the NBA stuff?
That's what
Absolutely.
that's why I'm bringing it up, man. I
Oh,
want us to
okay.
do the NBA stuff. Yeah. Let's
All right.
Suck's got a game for us. Let's talk some news in the NBA.
All right. Obviously we saw all of the injuries that are happening. We really wanted to talk about that, but I think we should play this game too. Take a guess. I'm gonna give you. There's 3 slides. It's gonna give you 3 different odds, and you're gonna try to guess what team it is. Some of the odds will give up a little of a clue of who it is, and then other times I'm gonna have to give you guys clues if you're completely stumped. But let's get to the first one here. Plus 650 to win the chip. Those are very good odds. Plus
Okay.
105 to win the East. There's a little clue for you, but they're plus 8,000 to have their best player win the MVP, which is kind of a long shot. So, what team in the East do you think this is?
Oh, Cavs?
Sauce?
No, it's not the Cavs.
No, I think the Cavs.
Oh,
Trust
I
yourself.
think it is the Cavs.
Is it the Cavs?
It's the Cavs, boys.
Yeah,
Well
it
done.
is the Cavs. Yeah.
It is the Cavs.
Donovan Mitchell's plus 8,000 to win MVP. That's crazy.
On Bet Online, yeah.
Wow.
I think it's because Evan Mobley has kind of creeped into the conversation on All NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. The top 50 NBA.com list actually had Mobley over a bunch of guys, including Anthony Davis.
I'm so glad you brought that up. We don't have time to talk about this right now because otherwise this show will last until 9 o'clock tonight. But Jalen Williams over Donovan Mitchell. Are we kidding me, NBA.com?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
That one was crazy.
11, bro. 11.
11.
And I'm a big J-Dub guy.
He's never even averaged 25 in the league, bro.
Holy. All right.
All right. Let's go to the next one here, boys. Plus 1,800 for player X to win clutch player of the year. That's the best odds for the guy on their team. Plus 165 to win their division. Second best odds to win that division. And over under 46.5 win total.
It's a pretty high win total.
You didn't give us the conference.
No conference, but I think the biggest clue here is he is top 5 for clutch player of the year.
Top 5.
Grizzlies could be a good guess from Crazy Pellet.
Ooh.
Although they just lost JJJ and Zach Edey for the first portion of the season, which sucks.
Wait. What about De'Aaron Fox?
The Spurs?
Ooh.
Win their division plus 165.
Not a bad pick, but I do think that the Spurs would be much lower. The Rockets are heavy favorites to win that division, so it's not in that division.
In that division.
It's not in that division.
Can you tell us the conference?
Yeah. So it's not that division in the West. It's not in the West at all. It's in the East. This is another Eastern Conference team.
46 wins. Okay, so 46 wins. Looking at SPJ.
Is it the Celtics?
Clutch player of the year. That's your clue, boys. Focus on that.
Oh, is it the Hawks?
Bang! 2 for 2, SPJ.
Let's go.
Let's go. 2 for 2. Well done. All right.
Who's the favorite to win? Or like plus 1,800?
Trae Young.
Ice Trae. Come on now. All right. Last one up, boys. I hope this one is not too obvious before we get to our final piece of news, which I think will make you guys laugh your asses off. But take a guess here. Name the team just off their odds. Plus 300 to win MVP. That is top 5. Plus 800 to win the West. And over under at 49.5 for the win.
The Nuggets, right? The Nuggets?
No, this is the Lakers.
3 for motherfucking 3.
Bing bong.
Holy, you're in your bag today, my guy.
He's watched the Luka odds shift from plus 750 to plus 300.
I was about to say, I backed Luka at plus 750, and I know he's plus 300 now, so I figured that's where we were going. So,
all right, boys, that was fun. SPJ killed it. Vsauce was along for the ride, but let's get to
holy.
Let's get to my favorite piece of news. I told you guys I was going to do this, and even when I did it, it felt pretty out of pocket, but I still went ahead and did it. Training camps are opening up. Let's talk a little bit about the NBA, what we're excited for. Obviously, all the injuries are happening, but I thought I'd make a little graphic for our training camp talk. And it's about, you think they took it? Ozempic. We got skinny Luca. We got skinny Zion. Both of them are looking good, hoping to play north of 70 games. Boys, what are we thinking about the NBA preseason ramping up? And what do we think about, obviously, these two skinny boys in front of us?
Oh my God. I got to say 10 out of 10.
I
10 out of
knew
10.
that you were doing this, and this is even better than I could
This
have
is
expected.
way better than I ever could have imagined.
Chat, you
Oh
guys
my
get the
God.
first dibs because this is about to hit the timeline. It's going to be
We're going to
awesome.
send this to Ozempic and tell them, guys, we figured it out. We figured it out.
They do have the Ozemp neck.
Holy
Yeesh.
fuck.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, I'll say it. I'm here for it. If that's what it takes for these guys to like get into shape, I'm fucking here for it. Because at the end of the day, all this does is like, I'll tell you, the semaglutide, all it's gonna do is like turn off that voice, that food noise in your head that says you are hungry. And for a lot of people who battle with weight issues or anything like that, that can be the hardest part of everything or about the entire journey. Now, I wouldn't say Ozempic should just be for everybody and just go take it if you can't, like restrict your calories. But if you were getting paid max contract fucking money, the least you can do is try Ozempic and fucking try to get out there on the NBA floor for as many games as possible. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Speaking of the games, V, I'm super pissed off because Zion fucked around the last 2 years after signing his extension in 2022. Now he's got 3 years left on his deal. The next 3 years are contingent on like weight loss, body fat, and games played. Otherwise, he loses a shitload of money. This guy finally got up out of bed because his bag was in trouble. That's what bothers me about this guy. There's no way he's good in the locker room with that kind of attitude.
Chad, I just have to say also that we were texting about this like a couple days ago at this point, and I had to remind our chat, mostly so because he had forgotten that this was a thing about Zion's, in flagrante delicto with Mariah Mills, and he forgot that and had to Google it. So hopefully he deleted his history after that Google.
You gotta be a big boy to handle something like that. You know what I mean? So.
Oh my God! Do you think she's the one who told him to get a goatee? That goatee is horrible.
I don't know if she's talking to him.
That goatee came straight from Gerald.
Straight from Gerald. This is an incredible graphic.
Yeah,
I will say that, and we don't have time to, which is pretty par for the course. We don't have time to talk about this fully, but I have no problem with athletes that take like measures besides like PEDs, obviously, but like any measure that you can do to be in the best shape of your life. Like that is your job. Like that is, you are trying to do everything possible to be the best you can be. So I got no issue with it. I mean,
speaking of, just because our homies and our sponsors at Bet Online, they actually have odds for the upcoming enhanced games. If you guys don't know what that is, they're going to try to put on a little bit of a Olympics with dudes that dope. There will be no rules in that sense. Head over to Bet Online. They have odds for different guys that have been caught for doping participating in the games.
That
absolutely fucking insane.
Wild.
Did you see that swimmer? That swimmer looks like a fucking shark, man. He looks like a shark.
Shark man. Jesus. That's some Dragon Ball Z stuff. Where's Brawly? Where's
W. Royds, Tony Todd.
W. Royds. Hey, if you want some college football, UVA +7.
There we go.
This is incredible, dude. Top 5 graphic you've ever made.
Top 5 graphic. That's got to go on the timeline.
It's going to hit the timeline when we get out of here.
Oh
yeah, literally. Let's go. I'm very stoked about NBA being back though soon, which is the whole point of this conversation. I mean, it's just Antonio likes the links. Okay, Antonio, what's up, dude?
Oh, let's go.
What's the? I guess we don't really. Do you guys have anything NBA related, like betting wise, that you want to talk about today, or anything like lines or futures or anything we want to talk about? I know Sauceman, you kind of looked at the championship odds and like some things like that from last week. You got anything you want to mention about that before we kind of tap everything off today?
No official bets yet. There's like I did write a little bit of breakdown of each team, big additions that they made, kind of things that guys that are no longer in the locker room, big changes that came about in the offseason. So go peep that. I wrote about all the favorites that are, kind of right now favored to win the NBA championship. But no money of mine has kind of left my bankroll yet for any NBA. Probably soon this upcoming week, I'm going to dive into the conferences, starting with the Western Conference this week, and then the Eastern Conference next week. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like SPJ said, We're less than 4 weeks away, boys. Less
Mhm.
than 4 weeks from real
21st.
NBA hoops.
I can't wait to sell you guys my first fucking RA and triple double and Denny being open late. Sell job.
Well, speaking of Denny, I've talked about these plays before. Some of the lines have moved, but they've moved back with the news with Scoot Henderson. I've pitched some of these futures already. I do have the Portland Trailblazers to make the playoffs, not the play-in, make the playoffs, plus 550. I have a whole unit on that, probably irresponsible. I also have an entire unit on the New Orleans Pelicans to be the worst record team in the NBA. I just think that some of the other teams that would be considered really bad have opportunities to be better, like Washington and Jordy Fernandez's Nets. And then to continue it on, I do have 3/4 of a unit on Chauncey Billups to be coach of the year, plus 4,000. Odds are moving there, but I definitely think that all of these are kind of hit with the Scoot news. And then finally, I do have Shaden Sharp. The Scoot news might actually help this one. He was their leading scorer, Shaden Sharp, plus 2,200 to be their most improved player in the NBA. I only have half a unit on that one, but those are the 4 futures that I have, and I'm actually really excited for all of them. And there was the last future that I gave out was actually NFL, was the Seahawks to win the division, and that's actually looking good when it looked stupid a few weeks ago.
It didn't look stupid. It never looks stupid. It looks fine. We talked about that a lot throughout the summer. All the futures. It's nice to get a kind of a recap. Maybe next week we'll have one where we just go through all of our futures once again. All right, those pancakes, baby. I'll read a couple that I can remember. I have a couple more. We can talk about the rest of them next week. But I have Denny Wnba to win most improved player. It's like plus, he was the favorite, so it was a little chalky. I did take Luka to win the MVP at plus 750. It's now plus 300. This was before the Ozempic news. And then I did take I took the Wizards over win total, which is probably going to be a bet I regret, but I bet the Nets last year.
No, that's hitting.
I hope so. I also took another win total, but I can't remember what it is right now, and I don't have it in front of me, and I don't want to go searching. So
there's like a stat, and it's like I think it's Wemby, KP, and SAR, and it's like to get like 100 blocks and 100 threes in your rookie season. It's like only been done by those guys. Wow. The Wizards are going to go off, and with Koulibaly being fucked up for the first few months, that's even better for our boy Cam.
Yeah, dude, Cam Thomas might just. Whitmore, sorry. The other Cam. I'm excited to read your scribbles V on the Western Conference stuff. That's going to be fun. I took Gerald. Oh, he probably placed it with a big old
Celtics win total stresses me out, man, because Vegas is so sharp and the win total is 41 V.
He probably shaved a goatee and took the total and laughed while he did it. I love it. All right, boys, let's tap the show. Let's cook an SGP and get out of here. We don't really have time to think about it because we're already way over. So let's chat. We're going to cook an SGP for the game in Ireland. And if we're really lucky, Sook will give us his Irish accent in a Snapchat for this parlay. We'll see.
Boys, give me Jordan Addison receiving yards for my leg.
Calvin Austin receiving yards for my leg, 36.5.
Wow, you guys came prepared.
Some backup wide receiver action. I like it.
We spent so much time diddy-daddling and talking about random shit that we can't even give the full sell job on the pick. It's just we had it locked in Lowson.
We're ready to roll.
Yeah.
I did write about Jordan Addison, so go peep the scribbles.
Yeah, you guys can always just go to bettingnews.com for free and read like a more unabridged version of all the frivolity that we have across all the shows and all the networks. Okay, Addison. Receiving yards. Welcome back, Jordan.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Bring them out. Bring them out. So who did you say?
Calvin Austin. Patty hit 2 out of the last 3 weeks, though. So chat, keep that in mind.
35.5.
Ooh, that's a better number than I got. I got 37.5.
41.5 for Addison B. Good with that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm taking Hawkinson, 38.5.
Oh, let's go.
Receiving yards. Now that's only plus 229. Anything else we want to throw in here? 229 for a 3-legger feels a little snuggly soft.
Should we just take them up? Like ladder each one?
Take them all at 40?
Or we could take a tutty.
Ooh.
Like Jordan
Do we
Mason,
take
maybe?
Justin Jefferson.
DK?
Or Patty. You said Patty. What about Patty? You just mentioned that.
He hasn't gone in the
I've-
end zone.
No.
I
It's
like
just
that.
his yards.
Oh,
His yards.
I love Patty's yards. We got rules around here. 25.5. Obviously, Jonu's been great, but they're running 2 tight end sets. Patty is awesome. He hit 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Obviously, last week the target share was troubling, but I don't know.
Is Fryermuth an Irish name?
Oh my god, it is. It has to be.
Is it? Does he have like Irish heritage? Is he
Oh
returning
my
home?
god. Let's
to
take
his
him for the
homeland?
tutty. It's of German origin.
Let's
Fuck!
just take the yards.
God damn
Jets,
it.
wrong European country. Fuck.
It's in
I
Europe.
thought you were onto something right now.
Same continent, right?
Same-
Narrative.
Same continent. Just returning to his homeland. Doesn't have to be it's like going to Georgia but being from Wyoming. Same thing.
Oh my god.
Where is Georgia on the map, Suck? Never mind. We don't have time for this.
I know they like oranges.
Peaches.
Peaches, man.
Peaches? Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh my god, Peachtree TV. How am I fucking this up so bad?
Somebody come get this guy, Padge.
That was incredible. Oh my god. That's plus 10,000 or plus 1,000. Fryer
That's
moved 22.5 receiving yards. TJ Hawkinson 38.5 passing receiving yards. Jordan Addison 41.5 receiving yards, and then Calvin Austin 35.5 receiving yards plus
So we're
1,000.
just hoping the quarterbacks are great.
How did it
Just
go
throw
to
the
plus
ball.
1,000 from plus 200 with one extra leg?
I don't know, man. I don't ask questions.
I'll take it.
I just press buttons. All right, boys, we're locked in. Let's make some green in the Emerald Isle.
Of
How's
course.
that sound? How's that sound? Wow, what a show, boys. What a Friday.
Yeah.
We ain't even got NBA and we're going almost an hour and a half. Sheesh.
I know.
Sheesh. Chat, thanks for tuning in for the All Sauce team today, right here on the Betting News Network. We appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic Friday night. Get out there, get funky. I'm about to go get funky with Shaggles. It's gonna be great.
Let's go. And mini shackles?
No, Mini Shaggles had made plans with somebody else. Boo.
Boo.
With wifey Shaggles though. That'll be fun.
Ah.
Nice.
And yeah, we'll have some fun. Boys, have a great evening, Friday night. Chat, have a great Friday night. I'll see I won't see you tomorrow. See you both on Sunday. Yeah, I know he's a loser. See you both. We'll see you all on Sunday for Gridiron Gang, but don't go anywhere in the morning. 90 minutes to glory to get you kicked off bright and early with Shaggy talking all about the pitch at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and then at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, we'll be live for Betspresso to give you guys huge college football week 5 starts tomorrow. It's going to be massive games. We're going to talk about all of it. Danny Burke's in the house tomorrow too. We got DB tomorrow.
And violence.
And
Don't forget
Trizzy.
violence.
I know. And Trizzy. We got Trizzy UFC
In the
Perth.
down under.
In the down. And I have to ask you this. Does it actually start at 6 Eastern tomorrow?
No, yeah, they're messing with them. It's like the only country that actually gets their own local time is Saudi Arabia. Everybody else has to deal with.
That means that this is like the first fight is at like 7 a.m. in fucking
No.
Australia.
The first fight is the main card starts at like 8 p.m. Mountain.
Yeah, but that's at
No, he's
7
talking about
a.m. on Sunday
Australia.
morning.
Yeah. For them, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The fighters, the ones that are doing the work, are working at 7 a.m. fighting.
Absolutely horrible look for the UFC, but they continue to do it.
No wonder they're having trouble selling tickets. Sheesh. Anywho, you guys can go watch the video that Sook and Trizzy did, and also chat. Bother Sook to put his face on the thumbnail for YouTube. We need to get it there. Go check out the entire breakdown of UFC Perth, but we'll talk about it tomorrow with Trizzy. It's gonna be fun on Betspresso. Boys, anything else before we dip?
No. Real quick from
Great
the
show,
Plums, do you
boys.
think they took Ozempic?
Yes.
Yeah. Most likely, but I mean, why would you not?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think you know. I don't know about Luca. I bet you
No,
Luca
both.
maybe didn't.
That's because that's your goat.
No,
Both.
it has nothing to do with that. I think that
They both took
Both?
it for sure. They both took it 100%.
Zion's
Lucas-
ass did for
it
sure.
was just
Zion
so
did for
quick.
sure.
It was just so fast for Luca.
Yeah,
Season
hell
ended, and 5 weeks later we see it, and I'm like, it's working. We saw it work in Eurobasket. So like, no complaints.
Hey, no disrespect if they took it. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's okay. The
Oh.
timeline will get to. You have, if you can find the music for this when you post it, please, dear God. Oh, Ozempic, you know, Zion and Luca took that shit. Oh, they did it. You know,
Serena Williams took it. Did you guys hear about that too? Serena Williams. Yeah, GLP-1 agonist, same thing.
on Zion Olympic. Jesus. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Great show. Big vibes. Have a fantastic Friday night. Catch you guys tomorrow for a double dip to kick off your Saturday. Enjoy the Friday night. You guys came to Winners and you stayed for the vibes. Big thanks to our sponsors at Bet Online. Go check out betting news and all the vibes. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, chat. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the now I know we all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about